Hey guys, Wayne here from H2 Tech Videos. Today I'm going to be going over the tips and tricks on the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime. This first tip is one we're going to find in the settings, apps, or just swipe down from the top, settings wheel, and go down to display. And this is called outdoor mode. Now this is a great setting to turn on, especially if you know you're going to spend a lot of your time outside, because what it does in outside mode is when there's a lot of bright light hitting the screen, it actually will turn up the display to be super bright so that your phone is visible in the daylight. A lot of phones, if you try to look at the screen outside when there's a lot of sunlight, the screen is dark and dim, and it has trouble adjusting to that light. So if you turn on outdoor mode, your phone will automatically make the adjustment when you're outside and when you're in direct sunlight. So it's a great feature to turn on, and it's definitely going to just make your phone more visible when you're outside. All right, our next tip is going to be a little tweak that's going to allow basically to stretch your battery, and it's a tweak we're going to make in the settings. I'm going to turn off that outdoor mode just because it's going to affect what you guys can see in the video. So we're going to go to connections, and then Wi-Fi, and then advanced, and we're going to go to keep Wi-Fi on during sleep. Now this particular feature, every Android phone out of the box is set where Wi-Fi will stay on even when your phone is asleep. And by asleep, it means if your screen is off like this. Okay, so essentially what I like to do is to switch this to while charging. So basically what that means is if your phone is off and you have Wi-Fi turned on, your phone is not continuing to search for Wi-Fi and download things when the screen is off, okay, or asleep. It will only use Wi-Fi if your phone is plugged into a charging source. So if your phone is charging, then if the screen is asleep, then Wi-Fi will run in the background. It will update your apps. It will update other information that you have it set to. But personally, just by making this change is going to allow your battery to stretch. It even tells you if you're on this setting, it increases your battery consumption. So the whole point of this is when your phone is asleep, aka when your screen is off, your phone is not using extra power that's going to drain your battery. So that's just a little tweak, definitely an important one that's going to allow your battery to stretch a lot longer. We have a full video we're working on that's going to be basically how to improve your battery life, and that is one of the tips, but we have 3 other tips, so definitely look out for that video as well. Alright, our next tip is going to be a really fun feature, and it's called Quick App Switch. Now, let's say you're in your text messaging app and you're messaging someone back and forth, while at the same time, maybe you're driving. Let's just say you've got your Google Maps open and someone keeps texting you, or maybe someone sent you directions and you need to jump over to messages to look at it and then go back. All you have to do is double tap your recent apps button just like this, and it will automatically jump to the last app you had open. So what you used to have to do is hit recent apps and then you had to tap the last app you had open. Well, now you don't have to do that because it's just a matter of double tapping just like that. So really easy, and just makes it a lot easier for you to switch between your apps. So again, I could be in the phone app and then I might jump to my calendar or my calculator, and again, it just allows you to just jump back and forth just by hitting that recent apps button. So that is just called a quick app switch. Okay, our next little tip is going to be, hey, how do you use split screen? How do I run 2 apps at one time? So to do this, you're going to open an app that is compatible with split screen. Excuse me, lost for words there. How do I know what apps are compatible with split screen? Great question. So let's just open up Chrome just as an example. Okay, now if I hit the recent apps button right here, If you see this symbol, the 2 bars, this basically means that the app is compatible with split screen. If you don't see the 2 bars, that means that it's not compatible. So for example, the camera is not compatible. Oh shoot, now it is. It used to not be compatible. Well, let's try it, because usually this might say it and it may not work. So let's see. So if I go to camera, and then I go here, and then I hit the button, Chrome. Yeah, see, I knew that one wasn't compatible. So, oh shoot, it worked. That's crazy. Normally the camera is not compatible, so I guess that's a change that they've made. So, oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, well, again, if the app is not compatible, there was one here that wasn't compatible. The device manager. So this one is not compatible. So if I try to switch, I don't see the 2 bars here. Therefore, I can't have Chrome and the device manager open. See, can't use this app with multi-window view. So anyway, let's pick 2 that are compatible. So we could do calculator and messages. Oh, sorry. Recent apps. Hit the button, and then you can either tap from one of the apps you already open, or you can just go more apps and you could pull it from here. Now once both apps are open, now I just tap up here to go to messages, tap down here to use my calculator. You know, maybe someone texted you an amount and you want to verify it. You can just open this up. You can also turn your phone sideways as well, and you in some cases can drag it to make one side bigger than the other, but for the most part, like, you just want to keep it in the center. And yeah, that's how we use our multi-window. And when you're ready to close this, you do that. Let's go back here. When you're ready to close out, you just take your hand in the center here and just drag it either all the way left or all the way right. And that'll just keep one app open and close the other. So that's how we use split screen. Little tip, be able to run 2 apps at one time. I love to have YouTube up here and like my text messaging app down here, or like a news app, and I can, you know, kind of be multitasking, doing 2 things at once. So that's kind of how I use that feature. Our last little tip is going to be for our lock screen, and it's about how to change these shortcuts. So right now we're set to our phone app and camera. Well, maybe you say, hey, I don't really want those apps to be shortcuts. I want different apps. Swipe down, settings. We're going to go to lock screen and security, and then info and app shortcuts, and then app shortcuts. And now I could say, you know what, on the left side, I really want that to be my text messaging app. I send a lot of messages. It'd be nice to just be able to get there right from the lock screen. And on the right shortcut, maybe you say Google Maps, because I am constantly in the car and I'm constantly looking up directions, so I want that. Now other people may say, oh no, I'd rather have Google Play Music, because it'd just be easier to get in the car and be able to, you know, turn your music on. So now I have different shortcuts right down there. So guys, this has been the 5 tips and tricks on the J7 Prime, and we have some hidden feature videos coming as well, so keep an eye out for that. We have hidden features and we have more hidden features, so we're going to show you a lot of what you can do with this phone. It is a feature packed phone that just has a lot built into it, and we want to make sure you know every single thing you can do with it. So if you did find this video helpful, make sure you like the video. Make sure you also subscribe to HG Tech videos. In the comment section or in the description below, we actually have some of our product recommendations, so our favorite mobile accessories. So take a look at those accessories and see if there's anything you like in there, and if it is, go ahead and click the link, and you can go ahead and purchase it on Amazon with our affiliate link. So thanks again guys for watching. Take care and have a good one.